They couldn't assume the presidency, and then he was installed after the invasion and Operation Just Cause. We have the same situation here, but Edmundo Gonzalez's name has never left the president's lips. And in fact, in his press conference, which was pretty extraordinary, he basically said Maria Corina couldn't do much within the country. It appears as if the Central Intelligence Agency, it kind of spun the tale that Delcy Rodriguez was a softer version of Maduro, perhaps, or of this Chavista movement. The New York Times ran a piece on her wearing a kind of a sweater and making her look like an easier person with which to deal. And to the extent that bringing in Edmundo Gonzalez and Maria Corina Machado and just installing them would have led to the requirement for U.S. troops on the ground, I believe, because they don't have the connections to the military. They didn't do kind of the preparatory work of saying, this is what life is going to look like during a transition. Something that I was kind of pounding the table on in that op-ed in the New York Times and other things I was doing. What is it going to look like? What does the future look like for the people around Maduro? And they didn't do that kind of work. I understand the idea behind co-opting part of the regime, but there needs to be a time schedule on this. So there wasn't really a plan. There became a plan a couple of days later, and Marco Rubio said it's going to be stability, recovery, and transition. Well, what's the flash to bang on this? How long is stability? How long is recovery? And when do we get to transition?